complex sentence consists of one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. It is joined by subordinating conjunction like although, since, when, unless, etc. Or it is joined by relative pronoun like that, who, which. For example, he is wearing a skirt which looks awesome. Here, which is used for joining one independent clause and one dependent clause. One thing to note about complex sentence is, if a complex sentence begins with an independent clause, a comma is not used between clauses in the complex sentence. If a complex sentence begins with a dependent clause, a comma is used after the dependent clause in a complex sentence. For example, he scored well in the exam although he was sick. No comma used here. But if I write the same sentence again, although he was sick, he scored well in the exam. You can see the difference of comma in these sentences. Let's look into next type of sentences. Compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence consists of at least two independent clause and one or more dependent clause. For example, he went to the college and I went to the market where I bought a book. Here, this sentence consists of two independent clauses and one dependent clause. I like accounting, but my brother likes biology because he wants to be a doctor. This sentence consists of two independent clauses and one dependent clause. This is all about complex compound sentence. That's all about sentences and their types based on structure in this video. Let's quickly revise what we have learnt in this lesson. Firstly, we understood what are the two main types of clause. These are independent and dependent clause. Then we discussed about four types of sentences based on structure. These are first, simple sentence having only one independent clause and complete meaning by itself. Second, compound sentence having two or more independent clauses. Third, complex sentences having one independent clause and one or more dependent clause. And fourth, complex compound sentences having at least two independent clause and one dependent clause. That's all about sentences.